A little bit of breathing room. Oh, he goes off!
Oh, no! Oh, boy!
Maximus. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. Fuck every last one of them. Because you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. There's a saying that a true measure of progress is not how you are doing compared to others, but how well you are performing compared to your past. And Vohland is a third year, should be a vet as far as a professional, but he's only had 8 Supercross rounds. And could this be a simple reason as far as he went from Loretta Lynn's and Schoolboy into a factory gig and he just wasn't ready, right? There's so many other examples where you have other riders like Kitchen and them where they're kind of held back, Hayden Deegan, because they don't feel they're ready. And then there's times when you have somebody like a Dungey that's just pulled full forward and they make it happen, right? Everyone is different. It's like raising kids. A parent can say, hey, this is what you need to do, but it's different for everyone. And potentially Max just needs a little bit more seat time and racing time to really master the craft of racing professionally. And truthfully, if I had to say anything to you, Max, besides what I already did, is I think you weigh too less. You're 6'1", you're 148 pounds. I say the off-season, joking-ish, right? Quotations. Do some D-ball, gain 45 pounds. You'll lose some fitness, but then as soon as you get back on the bike, you're going to lose all of the majority of the weight. You'll be left with like 20 pounds of a solid muscle. You'll be 160. Nobody's going to screw with you, right? And you potentially could get away with some of the mistakes that happened because in racing, you are going to make mistakes, just plain and simple. And if we look in the LCQ, this is when he was in a transfer spot. This is the long triple, quad, triple, double section. And he goes triple, but he overjumps it. Boom, lands hard, and can't save it. Gets all off, right? And my argument is potentially if he was just a little bit stronger, that wouldn't have happened. And he ended up taking out a corner worker. Bam, smack, he's down and out. Okay, I don't mean to generalizing corner worker because that sounds derogatory. You know, a track worker. There's something in the sport that I've talked about a lot where riders are only as good as their last race. And a lot of things that I've seen on the internet are people saying that Max shouldn't have his KTM ride and no. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm all high and mighty because I have contradicted myself thousands of times. Okay, not 1,000 times, but more often. I've done it quite often. That, hey, I'll say Kenny's done. You know, he doesn't want to race anymore. Tomac, whatever. You're only as good as your last race. And it's silly that we continue to have that terminology or just that mindset in racing. This kid is 19 years old. 19. Does he know anything else besides racing? No. Does he have a lot of years in front of him? Yes. But if you're going to compare a 19-year-old of Max to a 19-year-old of Jet, one looks to be like he's doing a lot better, right? Just because of results. It doesn't necessarily mean he's more talented or is faster on the bike or work ethic is better. It just means that potentially somebody's going through other stuff, whether it's circumstances or just bad luck, that is preventing him from having the ladder because you do need a lot of good luck here. And whatever everyone says in the comments about my analogy, I'm all for it. So you debate with me, banter with me, do as you must. However, I've got high hopes for Vohland. I didn't think he was going to be a winner, but he's been doing a lot better than he has in the previous seasons. Okay, so yeah, he's raced 8 Supercrosses. He hasn't made the main event for 3 of them. Well, who effing cares? Nobody effing cares. He could turn it around in one race. If he all of a sudden gets on the podium in the next round, nobody's going to be talking about this shit. Abso-effing-lutely no. No. Big emphasis on nobody will care. So, Max, go just get it done. Do your best. You're comparing yourself to yourself. And I guess the other, when it comes to comparison, this is just something that I've learned over my 32 years of life, that comparison is the theft of joy, just plain and simple, especially in racing. We always want to compare ourselves to the next guy or see what they're doing, but you can't. Logically, you can't. Analytically, you can't, because you have not walked in that person's shoes. You don't know what they do. If they ride 80 hours a week or if they do all this other stuff, their experiences are shaping who they are and what kind of a rider they are, right? Just like in my previous videos of Barsha, his experiences have shaped him into a more aggressive rider than the likes of, you know, a smooth Kevin Windham, etc. Same thing like Travis Pastrana. The dude was incredibly fast, but also was incredibly risky. But it's because of his experiences. He's the dude that's done how much crazy shit in his life, right? Okay, anyway, I am digressing. This is Johnny F. and Hopper. Till next time, keep it WFO. And make sure you subscribe, because notice the bump. It helps a lot. So do the right thing, folks. Fam, everybody. And also, brah, you know. Brah!